walks in the fucking kitchen, y'all, looking a whole hot ass mess from coming down from off of last night. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing I can say. She looks pretty, but coming down from last night. But y'all, Lyrica, she did look a little bit afraid. But, you know, I rewinded it several times. Y'all know how I do. And she looked like she had a fucking smirk on her face. And I said to myself, I would have been laughing too, you know, under my breath, not trying to start nothing, bitch, because we did just come off last night. You know what I'm saying? And bitch, I'm waiting on you. If you ready to keep going, we could do this all day until the end of this motherfucking boot camp shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's act accordingly. So she was like, had a smirk on her face because, like I said, I would have been laughing like, bitch, what are you doing? What do you have on? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe Lyrica was just waiting for that bitch. So she had a smirk on her face. K. Michelle leans over the counter in the kitchen and it's like, yeah, I see your fucking face. You gonna stop playing with me. You gonna stop fucking playing with me. I said, oh, no, she didn't. Lyrica was like, what? I can look any fucking way how I want to look, bitch. I said, oh, okay, girl. Yeah, it's time, y'all. Let's pop it off, y'all. So next thing you know, Lyrica jumps up. K. Michelle jumps up like she gonna do something. Bitch, you got on all this shit looking a whole hot ass mess. You know, like I said, they're arguing. You know what I'm saying? They're both going at each other's necks. You know what I'm saying? I fucked you up. K. Michelle, like, you ain't gonna do shit. Like, K. Michelle got this type of mouth, y'all. They're like she got this damn accent and the mouth with it. And it's just like, you know, extra, like, she was doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking to myself, bitch, the way you coming at Lyrica, I hope you can fight because you are doing a lot. Look at this bitch. Y'all see this bitch? Like, I said, you know what? And I knew that Lyrica was really pissed off because it would have pissed me off. You know, the way this bitch was talking, her whole energy was just like, you know, she had just like murdered me or something. Bitch. I was like, you know what? I was so glad when Lyrica, she thought she ain't say nothing after a while. You know, this bitch still running her motherfucking mouth talking. She like slick walk over there, you know what I'm saying, behind A1. She slick walking there. I'm gonna put the pictures up, y'all. I put pictures for this shit. She slick walking over there, you know, past A1 like she gonna walk. Soon she passed A1, she started running over that motherfucker. And at the time when she was running, K. Michelle was over there doing all this shit. Y'all, soon Lyrica got her ass close enough over that motherfucker. This bitch jumped back, like her whole shit went back. Everybody was like, came back, and literally, she did not want that smoke. Like, K. Michelle did not want that smoke. And Lyrica was out that motherfucker like this over top of K-Stan. K. Michelle's, boyfriend, I guess. Can't even call him, you know, her fiance, because that's what the fuck she pressed for. But, yeah, he was just like looking like, what the fuck? Everybody, all the producers was looking like, what the fuck? And, Lyrica was just like this over top. I said, oh my God, this bitch was not saying as much as she was at first. And you thought, K. Michelle, that because this bitch is a little easy on the eyes, you feel me? And the fact that, you know, she kind of soft-spoken, she real feminine, you thought you was going to keep coming at her like that and she wouldn't come back, y'all. K. Michelle, bitch, you ain't had nothing to say after that. Like, she was like, fuck that bitch, that you wasn't giving that same energy. So they walked everybody off, you know, split them up, walked everybody off. And basically they talking about the shit to Dr. Ish. Lyrica was just like, yeah, she's been trying to compete with me, you know, forever. Hey, everybody, it's your girl, Sassy Shantice. I'm coming back with another video. Yes, honey, back with another one, girl. Y'all, did y'all miss me, girl? Hey, y'all, I did not review 2 of my shows, okay? I've been gone for a minute, and I'm back with the jump off, okay? So, yes, honey, let's get into the 6th episode of Marriage Boot Camp, okay? So, yeah, this one was explosive, okay? And I could not wait to review this. So yeah, the show starts off with, from the last episode, y'all, with A1 and Lyrica wanting their phones. You know what I'm saying? So basically, production has taken their phones to just make them, you know, be more aware of the surroundings, the situation, and deal with their relationships. And so, yeah, I don't like that rule, like, not at night. You know what I'm saying? We've done the work in the day. I feel like they should have gave them their phones at night, because that's kind of too much. They want to check on their kids and their family, you know what I mean? So I was just like, that's fucked up and that's not right. But first of all, I got something on my mind real quick, y'all. Go check my TikTok out, because y'all have been wanting to do this TikTok for so long. And I'm kind of hyped coming off of that, because I told y'all I always do a TikTok. So go to Donna Hampton 5, okay? And yeah, I did this TikTok that I have been wanting to do for so long, you know, and I finally learned it, and yeah, it was popping. It's good. So yeah, they are pissed off because they want their phones, and yeah, A1 says, you know, well, K. Michelle has her phone, you know, I don't understand, you know, And people might have a problem with that, but yeah, I was just sitting there like, yeah, I don't have a problem with him saying that, speaking up, because that's something I would have did. Like, no, bitch, you're not about to sit in and give one person or couple, whoever the fuck got a phone. I don't give a fuck if it was an aunt, bitch. The aunt got the phone and I need my phone because they got theirs, so what's so special about them? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really see it as snitching. I just saw it as, look, giving them an example where, you know, you need to give me my phone, and I'm trying to be respectful until, y'all, A1 was going off. You know, they was showing a lot of stuff going on, but A1 was, like, really pumped up and going off. He was like, give me my phone, give me my phone. And, you know, K. Michelle was really pumped up, too, about it. And she was just, like, all banging this iron up against the door. She was real, real mad. And she was basically putting 20 on 10 because it was not that serious, because somebody mentioned the fact that you had your phone. How was that going to hurt you? You know what I'm saying? Oh, they was going to take your phone. Bitch, you a grown motherfucking woman. You could have been like, I ain't giving up shit. You feel me? So that was dumb. But I already knew, because I knew that K. Michelle was about to be, you know, on a rah-rah, because she has been, like, really picking at everything that Lyrica does in this whole season. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I have been saying it out loud. You know, I don't know whether I've said it on here, but I've said it in different episodes. Like, damn, she is really trying to get at this bitch. Like, she is bothered by everything that she does, and that's just a little bit, you know, annoying, because you can see that you got a problem with her. You know what I'm saying? So she was basically just waiting to, you know, find something to, you know, kick off with her and Lyrica, and that's what I saw. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the bitch put 20 on 10, trying to act like it was more than it was. So Lyrica is outside of the door, and she's like, you know, come on out when I fight you, all this shit. I ain't no bitch or whatever. And, you know, they was arguing back and forth through the door. And meanwhile, like I said, A1 was pissed the fuck off, you know. And it looked like at one point he actually stepped to this bitch. I was like, hold on, A1. That's a female. You know what I'm saying? You probably need to calm down, pump your brakes a little bit, and, you know, push back. But yeah, he was pissed the fuck off. And they eventually gave him his phone. He snatched that shit so fast, him and Lyrica walked off. But she was still trying to go at it with K. Michelle. And it was just like, I just felt like it was all for nothing. You know what I'm saying? That didn't have to happen. You know, she could have sat back like a classy bitch. Yeah, bitch, you mentioning my name. You know what I'm saying? Like, you petty as shit. And just went on with it. You know what I'm saying? You up there hooping and hollering. Who does that? Who does that right now in this day and age with our culture? Bitch, what? So now you trying to act like it's some type of snitch thing. Like, real, like you ain't murder nobody. You know what I'm saying? You ain't fight somebody was about to get locked up. Don't tell nobody what I did. Like, you ain't do none of that. Like, none of that was going on. So that doesn't even apply to this. We're adults in this motherfucker, and I'm telling him or her, whoever the fuck need to hear it, that, bitch, you got your phone, so I need to have my phone, and that's unfair. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that was at, and I just thought K. Michelle was doing too much. So next thing you know, y'all, she was in her room telling Casey, and this nigga looked like he did not want his shit. You know what I'm saying? That this bitch was saying. I'm just thinking to myself, bitch, you getting further and further away from this nigga wanting to have babies with your petty ass. You know what I'm saying? This is how you look. You look petty as fuck. And like I said, you could have kept it chill and classy, and been like, look at this bitch. She coming after me, you know, and she being petty and got mentioned my name. Like, you could have sat back on some old slick ass shit, but you sat there and want to get rah-rah with a bitch because it's other shit. So like she said, she actually admitted to the case. She was like, it's really about the fact that I, you know, had her open for my show, and she had a nerve to think she bigger than who she really is. What, bitch, did you really say that out your mouth? Like, who says that? Even if you thought that, like, why would you say that? You allowing people to think that you are hating on her, and she should, you know, reduce herself because she thinks highly of herself, and yeah, she don't need to be thinking like that. Get this, y'all. She don't need to be thinking like that because she's not on your level. Bitch, what? You ain't, what type of level are you on top of that? K. Michelle, you still up there on fucking reality TV with my ass, so who the fuck do you think you are? I was just, like, really confused with K. Michelle thinks she's up here and Lyrica's down there. She was like, yeah, and I wish I had her self-esteem because she really thinks highly of herself and all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, you need to get some more self-esteem for yourself, because worrying about if a bitch think they all that, bitch, it's always going to be bitches who think they all that. And what you going to sit back and be like hating? Oh, yeah, she thinks she all that. She need to do that. She needed that. She don't need to do shit but stay the fuck in her skin and mind her goddamn business like your ass need to be doing. K. Michelle is a hater. I couldn't believe that I was seeing that. Like, I seen different stuff from her that I really didn't like. But to be acting like somebody needs to come down because you're better than them. She even went as far as be like, yeah, and she ain't even charged. She ain't even charged. What the fuck do that have to do with anything that we're talking about right now? What It has something to do with something for you, bitch, because you mad at me because I have a higher self-esteem than you without all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So then she thinks she Beyonce and she's Beyonce or something like that. I'm like, bitch, you was a motherfucking rat for real. So the night goes on and, you know, they got the lights cut off and everything. A1 is like, look, yeah, you'll fuck her up. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And I didn't believe it at first. I was like, you know what? He probably just saying that because that's his wife, you know, and he trying, you know, pump her ego up or something like that. And, you know, that's what men do. They take up for their wives. You feel me? So my husband does it all the time. And I could be damn motherfucking wrong. I don't care. That's my motherfucking second half. And that's my spouse. So I thought he was taking it up for her, you know, just because of that. Y'all, but when I saw Lyrica get bucked and this bitch came, Michelle pushed back, yeah, bitch, because you don't want that smoke. You feel me? So he was like, yeah, you know, I know you'll fuck her up. In so many words, he was saying that. And I was just thinking, like I said, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Because Michelle a little bit more madder than her. You know what I'm saying? If people got a lot of hate in them, they're really fucking angry. And they don't like your ass. You know what I'm saying? I've had it done to me. And it can be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't know how people can be zooming in on people so much like that and show their hateful side of themselves, because that's what it's really doing. It's showing a person or people around you that, you know, you're so concerned with this other person that you really don't, you know, look into yourself. You know, you're not into yourself, and you're too much worried about somebody else when you should be worried about your own self. You know what I'm saying? And it also shows that you are, you know, you don't have any confidence. You know, you don't have any confidence. You think that, you know, other people should bow down to you. She really thinks somebody should bow down to her because she has more credentials or more accolades than Lyrica. That's another thing he was saying. A1 was saying, you know, he was like, she just jealous, okay, Michelle, that's how she is. And I was like, wow. He was like, she just jealous that you're pretty, jealous that you can sing better. And I was like, yeah, maybe the pretty part, but bitch, I don't know if you can sing, you know, better than K. Michelle. Because I love K. Michelle music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do love K. Michelle music. I love her voice. She can sing really good, but I was thinking to myself, I don't know. And my husband was like, shit, that bitch can't sing. You know, Lyrica can't sing, so she might be threatened by that. Lyrica was saying basically she's threatened by her writing. K. Michelle knows that she can write, so, you know, she feels some type of way about that. And she'll know, well, K. Michelle think that it's going to interrupt with what, you know, she's doing, but she's a little bit threatened by that. But anyway, y'all, yeah, so they in the room, and K. Michelle, she just running off at the mouth. Who does that? Who snitches on somebody? Like, she back in the motherfucking, like, we in our 20s or early 30s, you know what I'm saying? In the hood, some motherfucking way, but you ain't supposed to snitch because a nigga did. Bitch, we is not in that type of environment, and you need to stop acting like that. So, yeah, the next morning comes along, so I guess this bitch feel defeated. You feel me? And she needs to let everybody know, yeah, I'm head bitch in charge. I am the one who, you know, needs to be praised, and I am bigger and over top of everybody here, because she comes downstairs, y'all, in this fucking clown ass ensemble. You know what I'm saying? And the outfit was cute. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. The outfit was cute. The hat was cute. Like, it was given. It really was. You know what I'm saying? But for the situation, bitch, it really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And you, like I said, look like a fucking clown. Everybody else dressed in sweats. You know what I'm saying? Mariah Lynn, she had a little, like, nice little activewear on. And, yeah, I was just like, dang, why are you coming downstairs like that? She just looked all out of place and like she was pressed, needing somebody to see who she was and give her something back on it. It was just like, bitch, you look real, you know, thirsty. That's what you look. You look real thirsty. So next thing you know, she bring her ass in there, and everybody's sitting in there talking, you know, mainly Lyrica, because this bitch always talking. Girl, you got so much to fucking say. We could be friends. Or I don't know who I'll talk to, because it probably would be me, girl. So yeah, she is sitting there talking to everybody, and they just kicking the bubble off some small shit. Rich was like, you know what, a lot went on last night, and yeah, I'm just waiting on round 2, because I know this shit ain't over. I already know, you know, some animosity in the air, and yeah, they about to go. And, yeah, he was right. This bitch K. Michelle, like I said, walks in the fucking kitchen, y'all, looking a whole hot ass mess from coming down from off of last night. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think I can say. She looks pretty, but coming down from last night. K. Michelle leans over the counter in the kitchen and is like, yeah, I see your fucking face. You gonna stop playing with me. You gonna stop fucking playing with me. I said, oh, no, she didn't. Lyrica was like, what? I can look any fucking way how I want to look, bitch. I said, oh, okay, bro. Yeah, it's time, y'all. Let's pop it off, y'all. So next thing you know, as soon as she passed A1, she started running over that motherfucker. And at the time when she was running, K. Michelle was over there doing all this shit. Y'all, soon Lyrica got her ass close enough over that motherfucker. This bitch jumped back, like her whole shit went back. Everybody was like, came back, and literally, she did not want that smoke. Like, K. Michelle did not want that smoke. And Lyrica was out that motherfucker like this over top of Case that said, oh my God. So they walked everybody off, split them up, walked everybody off. And basically they talking about the shit to Dr. Ish. Lyrica was just like, yeah, she's been trying to compete with me, forever. Like, she keep on throwing up her accolades, and I don't care. I was never competing with her, and it shouldn't be a competition because I don't care what she had. She was like, but she keeps wanting to compete with me, and I'm tired of it, and she keeps bringing me that energy, and if she doesn't bring me that energy, I wouldn't give it back, so I'm going to match the energy. So he was just basically telling A1 and Lyrica, they need to try to get it together when it comes to that and do something else, and they can't be fighting. She telling Rich, I let her have a spot in my show, and I gave her fans. I was trying to help her out, and like she doing so much, like she don't need you, bitch. Basically, Lyrica was saying that, the only reason why she was there and doing the show with K. Michelle is because nobody would do the show whereas as far as any other artist. So, bitch, you probably hard to work with, and you're not even popping as you think you are. You know what I'm saying? But she was giving off the rich, like she was creating all these avenues, for Lyrica to have a better life in the industry, and bitch, she was not giving all of that. You know what I'm saying? You basically needed her is what Lyrica was saying, because like I said, no other artist would work with you. So you need to cut that shit out as if you doing her so many favors, because bitch, you're not doing nobody no favors on top of yourself. I don't even know that you that popping in the industry right now. Like, you barely got your motherfucking head above water on top of that. So K. Michelle need to cut that shit out, acting as if somebody need to bow down and be beneath her, because, yeah, it's not that fucking serious, And any woman who thinks highly of themselves, let them think what they want. You shouldn't be bothered about that like we on the motherfucking 7th grade, playing field. It doesn't make sense. So then she started telling Rich, and then I don't have time for this because I'm trying to, fix my relationship with Kason, and give us a clan of kids and all stuff. And y'all, did y'all see Kason's face? He was just like, okay, girl, I was thinking to myself, right after all of this, coming up off of all of this, do you really think he wants to have kids with you? Time and time again, you just keep running into more issues that make you look as if, you are not fit to even be a good mother. You know what I'm saying? You sit up there worrying about, another female, and if they think highly of themselves, like, what are you supposed to be telling your goddamn kid? You're not showing him that you're going to be even a good mother or a good role model for your child, because you up there worried about another bitch like you up in high school somewhere. Like, it's just dumb, and your chances are becoming slim to none, bitch, with the way you act. So Mariah Lynn, y'all, she goes over to K. Michelle, and I'm just like, why are you, going to her like this? She goes to her, you are like a mentor to me, and like I look up to you, about, everything, and I just don't like to see you guys arguing, and, I don't like it, and I thought that you can be bigger than that. And I'm just like to myself, this is exactly what K. Michelle wants and needs. You feel me? So she is loving this right now. She looked a little bit confused on, Mariah Lynn stepping to her like that about it. But at the end of the day, I think it's what she needed and she wanted, because you want somebody to praise you like you was just saying about Lyrica. She's being disrespectful to you because she doesn't see all your accolades and everything you've done. So yeah, how is that disrespectful? Because somebody not kissing your ass? So yeah, that's what she needed from Mariah Lynn, and she got it. She needed it from somebody, and she got it from Mariah Lynn. And I'm just thinking to myself, Mariah Lynn, why do you have to look up to her like she's somebody? Because y'all ain't nothing but about a couple years difference, I thought. But maybe it's different, and K. Michelle did say that she see Mariah Lynn as she was, when she was her age. So, and like I said, the last time a couple episodes ago, she was sunning the bitch, like, taking her up under her wing. So maybe Mariah Lynn felt like she needed to give the bitch something at the time. So yeah, K. Michelle and Dr. Ish and Richard, whoever, I think it was Kason too, they're in the room, and they basically talking about it. A1 just comes in like, look, all this just need to be squashed. Like, this is done. We supposed to be here working on our relationship, and we're dealing with this. He was like, and then on top of that, told the bitch K. Michelle, look, and then on top of that, Lyrica is not the one who told the producers that you got your phone. I was the one who told the producers that you got your phone. So why are you mad at her? She has nothing to do with this. So if you want to get mad at anybody, you can get mad at me. And this bitch still looking all fucked up in the face. Tell me something, boy, yeah, I'm gonna be mad at you. Yeah, and then gonna say in her confessional, yeah, he gonna take up for his wife because he's the one that did it. Did what? Did what? Told us you got your phone? Why aren't you putting 20 on 10? You putting 20 on 10 trying to make this shit more than it really fucking is because you mad at this girl and you a hater. That's all it is. So what does she really do? It's just dumb. And the way that she's acting is very childish. So in her confessional, came and show confession, she like, yeah, and I'm not even mad at, A1, he's irrelevant in this situation, right? Because you want this shit to keep going on. So you want to keep coming at this bitch till she come for your neck. That's all you want to keep doing. You want to move him out the way, somehow how he irrelevant, and what, keep going and get your ass whooped because you already stepped back, like I said in the previous part of this video, when she came for you, so you really didn't even want the smoke that you was keep asking for, bitch. So leave it alone. Okay, y'all, damn, my daughter's here, so I had to get her together. So, she can't hear this part because this part is getting a little raunchy, girl, okay? So I had to put the kitties up. And it's like 3 o'clock in the evening, so yeah. So Dr. Ish asked everybody to go out to the pool, and off the break, I guess Rich, bitch ass Rich, who I'm starting to see, is complaining at the fact that Lyrica and A1 is not dead. Is Rich really annoyed by them, or is this just for TV? How they try to pick and pry at certain things to continue to make TV, And just judging from how Rich comes across on this show lately, it seems like he's really irritated at Lyrica. He's really irritated from the time when they were doing the shocular maze, that was called. He was mad at her for that. And changing up the game. He was mad talking about they need to fix their relationship and not worry about something else. And now he's mad at something else, about them. He's really irritated about them, and he's complaining a lot about them. And I'm just starting to look at him like he just complaining too much and acting like a fucking bitch. Like, how much everybody else, all the other guys are just sitting there chilling like niggas do. You feel me? And Rich is just poking and prodding at everything. Oh, well, if she was anticipating on you coming out, then she could have came out and been anticipating on you coming out. Like, why is like sitting there trying to like keep stuff going, and I think it's probably a little bit of both. It's probably a little bit of him being really annoyed by Lyrica and him trying to make, reality TV, because on top of that, even when he was telling them in the kitchen, he was talking to A1 and Lyrica, he was like, y'all came in for our relationship, and they don't even need to be all of that. And I was like Lyrica said, why the fuck is he even speaking on any of this? You know what I'm saying? Why are you not over in the corner or over somewhere with, Mariah Lynn, worrying about what the fuck y'all got going, worrying about the fact that you fuck with Mariah Lynn? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you worry about that? And you up there worrying about what the hell we doing? You know what I'm saying? So Rich to me, y'all, is just starting to look just like a bitch ass nigga, and it's irritating because niggas don't sit around and keep complaining about stuff, all day long. And it just seems like he got a problem every time on each episode, like 2 and 3 times other episode. And even with Mariah Lynn, when they was and I didn't even get to discuss this last week, even with Mariah Lynn, and they was in the little pants, they both had to be in the pants, and she was trying to chill, play the game and have fun, kick the bubble with your friend, and because they supposed to be cool, and she trying to drink her little wine and everything, and he told me something, yeah, just put it down, oh, this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing, like a girl. Was like, nigga, chill, god damn. But y'all, yeah, Rich, this is how he is, and I thought he was smoothing in this, and he's not, he's really not. And yeah, so they out there, and basically they gonna play a sex drill, okay? I gotta talk a little bit low because my daughter's upstairs now, like I said. After it said the game is about communicating with your partner, about sex, communicating with your partner, getting into what they like, and getting into things that could help out the relationship a little bit better. I'm trying to think back to what it was, and how having sex is regular could be just as bad as having no sex. So you basically need to learn your partner and try to explore what they like and what they don't like, and then that way y'all be kosher on that, on just satisfying one another. So they're answering, it's like these big ass dice out there, so they're gonna answer the question, okay? So let's get into who was first. I think it was Rich and Mariah Lynn, I think. Who was first? It was Rich and Mariah Lynn. Y'all know a bitch with glasses, so yeah, honey. When I read y'all, I ain't used to wear glasses before. But ever since I turned 42, I think, or 43, then yeah, a bitch got wear glasses. So here we go. Just for reading and being on the computer. So their question lands on Mariah Lynn and Rich. I would change, and Rich says basically, y'all, okay, I remember this part. He was like, he would change the fact that, you know, right after, you know, he comes, okay, he finishes is what they said. Yeah, she just immediately gets up and takes a shower, girl. And I'm like, okay, you know, so we not supposed to do that. Okay, yeah, you just want stuff everywhere. You know, you want to be messy in her. So he was like, you know, he just feel like she's taken away from the post cuddling moment. You know, he making up words and all this shit. The post cuddling moment of sex. And, you know, he wanted to hold her and stuff, basically. My husband was like, that's some bullshit. Rich just trying to make something up. I was like, exactly. How aggressive Rich is, y'all. Y'all know Rich would say that shit right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he's right. He's saying what he feels. And I just don't. Maybe people are different when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? But just like my husband said, that nigga lying. Like, he's trying to make something up that doesn't make sense. You know, and it doesn't to me either. It just doesn't. And, you know, how does she know he don't want to do that? And he feels like uncomfortable with doing that after that because she just runs and get in the shower. Okay, girl, like, you don't know if she wants it. She is basically pouring her eyes out on this show and any and everything she can say, trying to get you to see that she needs and wants you. So that doesn't make sense. Mariah Lynn is basically saying she's used to what they've been doing for years. You know what I'm saying? And she's afraid that when they're happy, when it starts to be happy, she gets afraid like it's not real. And she starts to feel like she regrets it. Like, it was confusing on what they were saying. But basically, y'all, that's why I'm reading it, because it's just dumb. Basically, she's saying it's too good to be true, you know? And Dr. Ish was saying they both had some issues of fear that is not enough for each other. Like, they feel like they're not enough for each other in different ways. So yeah, I was just like, okay, girl. So basically, y'all, K Michelle and Kason, okay, he was like, he liked the fact that she's exploratory, you know, and she likes the fact that, you know, he be with it, okay, girl. So yeah, he has a problem with the fact that this girl don't be sucking him, okay. He likes, like he said, like any man, he wants to make it. And she like, oh, well, you know, I get lost, y'all, bitch, don't make excuses. If we gotta do it, if everybody else gotta do it, then you gotta do it too, bitch. You are not an exception to the rule, girl, okay? This is what they want, so you gotta give him what he want and leave it alone, girl. Keep on moving, keep it pushing, and do what you need to do. But you asking for kids, and you asking for camels and llamas and all this ponies and shit, and he can't even get that, girl, you tripping. Do what you gotta do and keep it moving like it's dumb, like it's stupid. And yeah, Kason wasn't going for it. He was just like, look, no, every man want that, so yeah. And he was sticking to it. So Gangsta Boo and Emmett, y'all, okay? They seem like they're a lot of fun, you know, in the bedroom, and they have like really good sex, okay? And yeah, she was saying, you know, she want to try different stuff, you know? And he was like, okay, I thought we do try all this different stuff. She was like, no, because I want to do the thing where I flip you over, have you this way and have you this way. And he just like, oh, okay, like, yeah, we can picture you doing that, Gangsta Boo, you know, and you need to take it a little bit easy for somebody to end up in the goddamn hospital, you feel me? Because we all know Gangsta Boo probably be turning, flipping, you know, doing all types of things to this nigga, you know what I'm saying? And I think he really does like it. Dr. Ish asked Emmett, you know, what do you like best that she does? And Emmett gonna say, you know, and I was like, I know that's right, because mine is it, okay? He likes when her ass hits him. You know, so I thought that was cute. And yeah, Mariah Lynn was like, ooh, that's a lot of ass. I really think he like all that. That's a lot, you know. And yeah, men like that. You know what I'm saying? They like to have it and just keep, you know. And so yeah, I couldn't blame him. You know, Gangsta Boo just, you know, she in her confession, he like, look, I talk about stuff like this, you know, in my raps, but it's difficult to just basically talk out loud. And, you know, it's weird to me to have this conversation. So Gangsta Boo basically say, you know, they do a lot of foreplay and sex talk. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. I used to do all that too. You know what I'm saying? Like I could start doing a little bit more, because that does get the situation pumped up. It really, really does. You know, it gets you all hot and bothered, and yeah, you go to sexual attraction. You know, slide right on in. And Yeah, that's really nice when you can talk that talk and be sexy with each other and, just have a good time and enjoy each other. So basically, and Dr. Ish was saying, yeah, that's when you know that he desires you, okay? So that's what you be feeling like, girl. You be feeling all special and desire. Be like, I can't wait till you get home, you know what I'm saying? Like, when is you coming? Is you around the corner? Like, what we about to do? What we about to get into? I got stuff in the refrigerator. I can work it upstairs. I can start, working on everything. Like, what we need to do. We got the hotel. Like, what needs to go on for us to get okay. So yeah, y'all, that's always fun. It's just fun being married and being a couple. So Dr. Ish goes up to look for A1 and Lyrica, and he finds them in the bathroom. They come out and everything, and he says in the confessional, he just really think that they are trying to redirect the situation off of them so they don't have to deal with their issues. And I just disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Lyrica said, somebody was coming at her a certain type of way. So, yeah, she had to handle what she needed to handle. And, like she said, it was not my best version of myself back there, how I was acting. But, if somebody comes to me a certain type of way, then that's what it's going to be, But on a normal day, I'm nice. I'm affectionate. I'm caring. I'm loving. I'm really care about the welfare of everybody around me. But, like, if somebody is doing this type of stuff, then this is what's going to go on. You know what I'm saying? And so Dr. Ish was this and everything, but he really wasn't, because people like to act like, it's both people. I hate when people do that. Oh, it's both people. No, it's not. It's always one is the fucking aggressor. You know what I'm saying? And then it's the other person who got to defend their fucking self, because this person is over there acting like an ass and don't know how to fucking be an adult. You know what I'm saying? So now we both out this motherfucker acting like we an adult. And that's just how it is. So I was mad that they didn't really get K Michelle together and tell her, like, you got too many issues with her and you don't even see that it's underlining things that's bothering you, and that situation did not need to be blown up like that. Like, on top of that, bitch, you the one that approached her in the kitchen being a smart ass, told her to fix her fucking face. Like, who the fuck do you think you talking to? Like, that's crazy to even talk to an adult like that and think that they not gonna come at you a certain way, y'all. But y'all know I can keep going on and on about shit like this, because, girl, I be ready. Like, I don't like when people, come for people and they wrong as fuck. You know what I'm saying? They coming for people, they wrong as fuck because they either hating or mad at something that they can't do and have a low self-esteem on their self. So they want to make issues and problems for everybody else, not even saying the bitch, you look like the biggest hater and like you hate your damn self. So that's basically where that comes from, and we all know that. So Dr. Ish is basically saying, it's not about that situation. It's about, the fact that they need to, fix their relationship. And like I said, I wholeheartedly agree with that part. But don't try to act like, they came here and now they trying to not deal with their issues because of what went on, because that's not what happened. But anyway, he just wanted Lyrica to, tell him out her mouth that she's not going to be throwing hands. That's what he said. Ain't going to be no hands thrown and ain't going to be no fighting, right? And she was basically, she acted like she could. I can't promise you that. You know what I'm saying? But, he basically, strong-armed this bitch to say, yeah, I won't be fighting, because like Lyrica said, she's not about to keep coming at me and then I'm supposed to keep sitting back taking it. So, yeah, she promised Dr. Ish, but, we're going to see next episode, because they start up the bullshit again, even after Judge Tola said something to both of them about it. And did y'all see how Judge Tola said something to K Michelle specifically? Because I know she did, because she saw her started. She had no business coming in that kitchen approaching Lyrica like that, no matter how her face looked. And that's just the fuck it. So everybody comes in, to the kitchen, comes into the house from outside doing a little sex drill. And yeah, A1 and Lyrica downstairs now, and yeah, Lyrica is just standing right there, but she know, a bitch gotta walk past. This bitch could have, stood at the sink. Okay, she could have stood at the table. She could have stood over somewhere else, yeah, but she stood right there, right in the middle of the island where everybody coming past. And she just eating her Cool Ranch Doritos. Like, yeah, I saw that at Cool Ranch. I'll try to cover it up. And, K Michelle, I know she bothered because she stood up there and tried to act like she walking in this bitch direction, and you knew that the producer was gonna walk in front of you. Why do you keep trying to fake star stuff, but you really don't want it? Like, what? You out here looking stupid, you know what I'm saying? And you mad at her when you really should be mad at yourself. So the producer walked in front of her, so she walked, to the side up there smirking like she was going to do something, and she wasn't, So I just thought that was okay. Yeah, Lyrica's timing up for your ass, and just know that, bitch. Just know that. So A1 walks over to Lyrica, and he's like, just be the bigger person, be the bigger person. And she eating her chip. She looked like she ain't even tripping. She said, yeah, who turned you into Jesus? Why you up there acting like you so, sanctified now? He was just like, no, I think you should just, let it go. So, y'all, Dr. Ish calls everybody to the boot camp from, and they ready to play a game with some puppets. So it's like another sex game with some puppets. And the puppets are so personalized, y'all. They look exactly like, well, for the men, they look exactly like how the men look. Emmett's puppet had tattoos all over the body, and the hat that he always wearing. Rich's puppet looked exactly like his high top fade with the curliness and everything. Who else? A1, y'all know he be wearing a different color. He had green hair, with some chains on, all this shit. The girls, you can't really personalize the girls because they didn't have anything that was like different from one another except for the long hair and the sexy lingerie and stuff and the eyelashes and stuff. It really wasn't nothing to like personalize, but the guys, they did a really nice job personalizing the guys' puppets. So I thought that was really nice and cute, and they even got a kick out of it. Okay, y'all, so in this part, they basically have like this big old wheel of fortune wheel, and they supposed to land on a certain like sex position, and they supposed to act out the sex position as far as how they would do it, in the room and everything with the puppet. So this part was funny, y'all, and I was laughing my ass off because the person who did the most was Rich, and it was A1 with the goddamn puppets. Like, they did too much, and this is exactly how niggas be, just doing too much in the hit world. So the first couple, y'all, is K. Michelle and Kasten. And so, they have this position where, they're on a chair, and he basically hitting her from the back. And it's just like, she was like, okay, I don't remember that. She was like, I just really don't recall that. He was like, oh, yeah, we did it. But then he started to look embarrassed, like, oh, shit, like, I could be wrong. And Dr. Ish was like, okay, well, maybe it was another prop. Maybe it was in the bathroom, girl, okay? Well, maybe it was in the kitchen, something like that. Maybe it was on the couch, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe it was just, like, in the bathtub or something like that, girl. Maybe it was one of those, trying to help a nigga out because he looked stuck. And she was like, yeah, maybe it was. No, bitch, it was with somebody else, and he remembered that shit. It wasn't with you. So Kasten reveals that, a lot of times, they end up talking about the marriage thing, the IVF thing, and all this stuff. And, by the time they, wanted to do it, they're mentally drained and don't even feel like doing it no more. And K. Michelle actually agreed to it. She was like, yeah, they do go into that type of mode where that happens. And I'm just like, God damn, like, that is a bit much. You drag him on the show and do it here too. Like, he probably even tired of listening to you talk. He probably don't even hear you no more, girl. But anyway, y'all, Dr. Ish tells them that, y'all need to figure out a way to navigate them, but you ain't give them no type of tools to go with, I guess he mean, but you need to stop talking. That's enough. Like, end it. It needs to be over. Just stop fucking talking and shut your mouth and take the dick. So Gangsta Boo and Emmett lands on standing, a standing position, and he's basically standing up, holding her up, and he fucking her. And yeah, she was like, she want to try new things, and they've never done that. It's all type of stuff she want to do, roll them here, toss them here, and all this stuff. And I'm just like, okay, girl. So yeah, she's saying she want to try new things and make, keep her relationship spicy. And he was like, he willing to do it and everything. She's saying too that sometimes he do it too fast and it's like so routine, So yeah, Dr. Ish was telling her, okay, so you want to feel desire. She was like, yeah, I want him to come at me sometimes first. And if you give him a chance to come at you, why don't you just lean back and say, you know what, wait, I'm not going to do nothing for a minute. I'm going to let him see how, he come at me, because I think she's always coming at him. And that's all she really got to do, just wait. But like Dr. Ish said, you want to feel desire, and yeah, I guess he should make more of a effort to come towards her in that way. Try to fuck her, basically. And she basically said that she's learning to, tell her partner exactly what she wants, okay? And yeah, that's what you gotta do sometimes, girl, because at the end of the day, nobody knows, and you gotta let them know. So A1 and Lyrica, y'all, lands on missionary, and Lyrica, girl, she gonna say, oh, what is missionary? Girl, are you fucking serious? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I was embarrassed for her. You don't know what missionary is? So Mariah Lynn, big old freak Mariah Lynn, she go, oh, that's just on your back, sis. And she like, oh, okay, we do that all the time, but that's just not what we call it. And yeah, it looked like y'all do that all the time, because A1 was looking like he was just even over the whole top. A1 said he had nothing from her, and like, I think he was like 5 or 6 months or something like that. So at this point, he ain't even like saying nothing. At that point, or in his confession, he just looked like really drained and was not even interested in the conversation, girl. So they're there, and they got their little, puppets and everything. And yeah, she taking a puppet, and you supposed to act out missionary. So she like, ooh, yeah, daddy, give it to me, like that. And Dr. Ish was like, ooh, daddy, dad. I said, hold on now, Dr. Ish, you getting real excited. So next thing you know, A1 like, yeah. And then she was like, well, how you gonna do it? How you gonna do it? Because I guess he was just going like this with the puppet. And then Lyrica was like, well, how you gonna do it? How you gonna hit it? And A1 was like... like he gonna come all. I said, oh my God, y'all doing too much, and this is starting to be too much for TV. Cause Rich turned around and did too much too. Lyrica said they do have fun in the bedroom, but A1 was like, basically, he be feeling rejected, and like she's irritated by him. And just like Dr. Ish said, yeah, rightfully so, because you've done so much on her. Everything he said, you've done so much on her. He said that you guys have gone through a lot in your marriage, and so yeah, this is what it looks like, And yeah, she was just basically saying, you try to act like I always reject you, and sometimes I be saying stop and I want it, and sometimes I don't. And he was like, okay, I can't read that, and yeah, you need to communicate with me with that. And I agree, like they don't know, you know what I'm saying, when we want to do it or not, because we be trying to act, real shy, like, oh, you don't want it right now, I don't feel like it right now. When you really want him to do more, you want him to keep going, but you don't want that time to stop. You want it to stay right there for a minute and continue to go on. That's like the foreplay of it. So you act like you don't want it and everything. And then sometimes you really don't want it. You really don't feel like doing it. And you be like, no. So I think, to me, it's two different types of no for me. And I just think that, Lyrica need to be more, giving her no off in different ways. Maybe you not being like, no, or something like that. And you need to be more firm, like, no, when you really don't want to do it. Because when I do it, just like, look, I'm tired right now. I don't really feel like doing it. Like, and I just say it like right out, just say it, She just needs to say it, and just not beat around the bush because he don't know. And like he said, it needs to be communicated to him. Dr. Ish tells her, you need to figure out a way to let go of that pain that you have, because yeah, it's no purpose for you anymore. It serves no purpose, in this relationship if you're trying to fix it. And I agree, she needs to try to deal with both things separately or something. I don't know, but yeah, we can't tell her, how to be with that. I guess that's the best advice that Dr. Ish could give, to show her that she needs to separate that and try to get over that. So when she trusts him again, and gets over it fully, then that's when she'll be, like really okay with it. Plus, y'all know they haven't even been living together. You know what I'm saying? They've been moved out, separated for like, I think a year or something now. So yeah, that's going to take some time. So basically, Mariah Lynn is like, I need to tell him that I want him to eat my pussy more. Okay, and I'm like, ooh, okay, girl, how come you can't tell him that? Like, you just need to flat out let him know that, girl, okay? Because that's serious, girl. You need to let him know. So, yeah, he was like, okay, well, yeah, I could do that. And he was taking the doll and taking it. He's some front to back, front to back, front. I'm like, oh, my God, yeah, that's the wrong way. Okay, but damn, Rich, like, you did it right on TV. Like, okay, girl. So that was a laugh and that was a kiki. But she was basically saying too, like she's tired of coming at him first, then he wants her to come at her first too, so there's a problem like that with Gangsta Boo and Emmett, same problem that they had. She wants Rich to be the more aggressive towards her when it comes to sex. So Rich, I just want to read this all because I thought this was nice, and although I'm starting to look at Rich like he's doing too much, I think that he is learning some things. So he's basically saying he's been realizing in these 2 weeks, he's starting to think about her feelings, and he feels more connected and more loyal and doesn't want to see her hurt. That is epic for Mariah Lynn. That's all she's been wanting, and I'm so glad that somebody got something out of this boot camp experience. It seems like they are moving forward and in a positive direction. So Dr. Isha asked Mariah Lynn, how do you feel about him, relaying his feelings like this, and this is how he feels. She said, what, it feels like it's all worth it for us coming here, and she started crying, and it's like, I'm crying tears right now of joy because this is what I've been wanting the entire time. She says she knows that he loves her, but she needs to be reminded, okay? And Dr. Ish gives her the 3 things a woman wants: to be seen, heard, and understood, okay? So yeah, Rich is doing a great job with that, and kudos to Rich. Judge Lantola basically tells, everybody, these days, everybody's going straight to anger. She's basically talking about K. Michelle and Lyrica, having their little, brawl or whatever. And she's saying everybody's going straight to anger these days, and it's happening in their culture, in the hip hop culture. And gives several examples like Biggie, some more other people, and saying how basically when people are getting like this and getting all irate, they're excusing the adult side of them and allowing the child side to deal with the issue right then and there, so I agree with her, you know what I'm saying? But I just think that sometimes people should just admit when the other person is wrong, you know? Say what it is, you know? Pull these two women aside and just tell them, look, you guys have a problem. I think this is what you're going through, and I think this is what you're going through. She's not mad at you or hating on you or anything. Whatever you have on your chest, you probably need to try to squash, because it's not like that, you know? And maybe be real with the situation instead of talking all around it. But Judge Tola is right. People are popping off, you know, and get angry, you know, out of nowhere. And I think that's always been going on. You know, I just think that's always been going on. And it's just the case because maybe it's that way because people are becoming more hateful. You know, people are gaining more. They're more successful in life. Everybody's looking, you know, more like they're doing something and they got something. So now it's becoming more people hating on more people. And maybe that's why, you know, but it does seem like people are getting more angry a little bit faster. And so maybe that's the case, you know. So that is all for this video, y'all, okay? I will see you ladies in just later. But before you go, make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe, okay? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. And make sure you subscribe, especially, y'all. Make sure you like too, especially, so you can be notified every time that I post the video, okay? So yeah, y'all, that is all for this video. Look out for Love and Marriage Huntsville, probably on Sunday, Monday, or something like that. Maybe Tuesday, because that comes out on Saturday, and it takes me a while to do these videos, edit, everything else. So yeah, I will see y'all then, okay? Bye.